Chapter 9. This module will introduce you to social media as they relate to the modern enterprise. Technologies can be disruptive or sustaining for a business. What's the difference between the Internet and the web? The Internet is a global network of networks, while the web, also referred formerly as the World Wide Web, is a collection of information which is accessed via the Internet. A variety of tools and technologies are necessary to make it all work. In addition to Internet activity, social networking has added a new dimension to the business world. The number of communication channels available is growing constantly. These channels offer both opportunity and risk to modern businesses. Disruptive technologies are new ways of doing things. These technologies do not initially meet the needs of existing customers, but can open up new markets and destroy old markets. Disruptive technologies also cut into the low end of the market. These steps are not incremental, but are revolutionary. Examples include the companies Dell, Walmart, Cisco, Apple, and Sony. Social media is another example of a disruptive technology, especially for business. This is a whole new world for business. On the other hand, sustaining technology is more evolutionary. We see things improve gradually. Improved products are produced which existing customers are eager to buy. The company is focused on established markets, building market share through incremental improvement in products and processes. Examples include Xerox, IBM, DEC, and Sears. Does this approach align with the use of social media? Social media often calls for revolutionary change, but how will this combination work? The Internet can be both a disruptive technology and a sustaining technology. We know that the Internet is a global network of networks. On the other hand, the World Wide Web describes all of the resources, services, and data available out on the Internet. The Internet was originally created by the U.S. government as a military communication system. This system evolved into a network used to share government research data. This was the ARPANET, or Advanced Research Project Agency Network. Over time, the ARPANET was linked to research universities in the U.S. for the purpose of sharing research. This map shows the network in 1974. In 1990, ARPANET was decommissioned and replaced by the NSF-NET, which connected the supercomputers found at various universities. In 1991, restrictions were removed and commercial Internet service providers jumped onto the network. Finally, the ARPANET moved into mainstream use. Take a look at the video shown here. The video discusses the history and evolution of the Internet to what we know today. Return to the slide deck once the video ends. Now take a look at the video shown here. The video discusses the current state of the Internet. Return to the slide deck once the video ends. The convergence of a number of key technologies drove the growth of the Internet. First, the availability of the microcomputer gave everyone access to computing power. As more and more people purchased personal computers or PCs, the necessary user interface was now available. At the same time, networking advancements made home and business digital networks possible. As these networks became better, faster, and cheaper, networks were added to more businesses, universities, and homes. The creation of the web browser simplified user interaction with the network. At the same time, competition between Internet service providers drove down access costs. Finally, the establishment of email services, along with a wide variety of websites, accelerated use of the Internet for a broader community of users. A key element of our interactions with the Internet is the web page. A web page presents content to the user. This content can be rich and varied and is easy to create. Web pages are extremely flexible due to the software program or hypertext markup language, HTML, that works in the background to deliver the content. The web works through the internationally standard Hypertext Transport Protocol, or HTTP. This protocol is the foundation of communication for the World Wide Web. Uniform Resource Locators, or URLs, are also known as the web address. This address, like www.niu.edu, provides the elements necessary for communication to be directed across the Internet to the correct device. By selecting the hyperlink, you will be taken to a Wikipedia page with more detail on hyperlinks. Take a look at the information included and then return back here when you are ready to continue. The Internet has made it easier to find and collect a wider variety of data. More people have access to this data. With an increased number of sources, there is an increased depth and breadth of data. Has the Internet improved the quality of information or merely the quantity? The Internet is uncontrolled. As a result, anyone can post information which may or may not be accurate. This has led to issues including the now infamous fake news. We will now look at the evolution of the web, the past, the present, and the future. With the original web, content consisted of static images, reports, and similar documents. Users would complete individual searches for specific data. However, these searches would provide limited results. Data-based information was used for business decisions, but the process was slow and required advanced skills for the user. Available content was limited since few content publishers had the skills and tools necessary for publication. As the technology and tools to interact with the web became more common, greater quantities of content were made available. In addition, interactive content was added that improved the user experience and made more content readily available. With increased availability, the web was increasingly used for social interaction. Also, as more access to businesses was created, the web became the economic engine for many companies. The web could be used for customer purchases, supplier demand, and financial management. With increased access and user-friendliness, exponential growth of usage was seen. This increased use resulted in a more open environment. The next stage of the web, Web 3.0, is a time of increased ease of obtaining usable information. The web has transformed into a global database. The trick is to make the data readily available to the average user. This is done through reusable widgets and mashups. A widget is a simple and easy-to-use software application or component made for one or more different software platforms. A desk accessory or applet is an example. Widget code is easily reused by simply copying the code to new applications. A mashup is a web page that uses content from more than one source to create a single new display with a single graphical interface. For example, a user could combine the addresses and photographs of their library branches with a Google map to create a map mashup. The result is a simple method to collect related information. Select the links in the slide to see an example of a widget and a mashup. Finally, as data use has become more common, available data has been structured into clear data modules and presented in user-friendly formats that address common questions. These steps combine to make usable data more readily available. At what point do these complex applications of the data step into the world of artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence describes the computers that mimic cognitive functions that humans associate with the human mind, such as learning and problem solving. Modern machine capabilities generally classified as AI include successfully understanding human speech, competing at the highest level of chess and Go, autonomously operating cars, and military simulations. Now, take a look at the video shown here. The video discusses the current state of artificial intelligence. Return to the slide deck once the video ends. The future of the web appears to be boundless. A few near-term improvements are shown here. With the implementation of the semantic web, data is structured and tagged in a more formal way. Doing this will enable data sharing between different machines and applications. Another step forward includes Service-Oriented Architecture, or SOA. With SOA, software elements would be created to provide specific services to other code. For example, if you wanted to sort data as part of an application, you would not create your own code. You would call a bit of previously created and tested software. The benefits include improved productivity and quality. We also see opportunities to move toward three-dimensional representations of data. This includes modeling data in multiple dimensions and stereoscopy used to visualize medical scans. Are we entering the web, or is the web changing everything we do? The next topic we will discuss is the impact of social media on the business world. Take a look at the video shown here. The video discusses the social media revolution. Return to the slide deck once the video ends. A blog is a short entry by an individual discussing a specific topic. These entries are similar to a diary entry. Blogs offer an open platform where individuals may publish their views. Twitter is an example of a blog site. Blog usage has grown from individual thoughts to organized efforts to drive change. Various political activities have been supported by blog usage. Businesses use blogs to discuss company issues, advertise products and services, and solicit customer feedback. The benefits include the ability to share information freely and to see the views of customers and competitors. The downside is that anyone can post anything about the company. Employees can share company secrets and air dirty laundry about the company. Many companies regularly scan the internet for comments, negative and positive, about the company so that issues may be addressed. A negative aspect for employees is that your blogging history may affect your future employability. A microblog is just a small blog. Microblogs allow users to exchange small elements of content, such as short sentences, individual images, or video links. The size of the posts makes them quick and easy to create. Commercial microblogs also exist to promote websites, services, and products, and to promote collaboration within an organization. Examples include status updates in Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Microblogs can be used in ways similar to blogs with similar benefits and risks. The greatest benefit is the simplicity and speed with which microblogs can be created. A wiki is an entry into a website intended to share knowledge. Users collaborate to modify and structure content directly from a web browser. A wiki is run using wiki software or a wiki engine. A wiki engine is a type of content management system, but it differs from most other such systems, including blog software, in that the content is created without any defined owner or leader. And wikis have little inherent structure, allowing structure to emerge according to the needs of the users. There are dozens of different wiki engines in use, including Wikipedia, a wiki encyclopedia, and Wikiversity, a wiki learning resource. Wikipedia has effectively eliminated the old paper encyclopedias along with trips to the library to research a topic. While encyclopedia entries are thoroughly vetted, Wikipedia entries are moderated by the community. As such, content may be more opinion-based and not factual. Generally accepted facts are not always true. Commercially, a business can create content associated with the company or its products. Since the entries are not formally moderated, business entries may be modified by competitors that are not sanctioned by the company. A social network in general includes a set of individuals or organizations and the ties between them, including all types of interaction. E-social networking exists when electronic devices and applications are used to establish and maintain a social network. Many of you are familiar with Facebook and may have an account. Facebook is the most popular social networking service. Facebook allows users to share ideas, digital photos and videos, posts, and to inform others about online or real-world activities and events with people in their network. Sites can be set up based on particular interests like hobbies, dating, healthcare, and political interests. A business can leverage the platform to share content related to products and services. Since the content is controlled by the company, security can be good. Companies have also created their own internal social networking sites that can improve employee communications, especially when working from home. For companies, creating an effective online presence will require a different skill set than traditional marketing roles. A concern, like all online content, is that sharing personal information may put you at risk. Future employers may search for a candidate's online activities as part of a background check. Here's a map of the world showing the most popular social networking service by country. Facebook, shown in blue, dominates the market. In the countries where Facebook is not the most popular, other factors are in place. For example, Facebook is blocked in China, where Qzone is used. Other social networking platforms include RSS, or really simple syndication, which is used to manage the overload of information. Folksonomies are implemented to classify and select available data. As mentioned earlier, mashups combine the capabilities of multiple technologies into a single tool. Location-based services like Google Maps are very popular for locating businesses and travel directions, knowing where you are all the time. Virtual worlds exist when the user is immersed into a computer-generated environment which may simulate a real activity or location. The rollout of virtual reality headsets has really popularized this technology. YouTube is a very popular social media platform where users share video content. This video is hosted there. As of May 2019, more than 500 hours of video content are uploaded to YouTube every minute. YouTube allows users to upload, view, rate, share, add to playlists, report, comment on videos, and subscribe to other users. The wide variety of content includes personal and commercially produced videos. Advertising is included to support the channel and fund some contributors. As noted earlier, social media contributes positively to our world in many ways. There are risks, however. When issues occur in a traditional business setting, customers would contact the store or customer service line and register a complaint. They would then try to get a refund or a replacement unit. If they were successful, all is good. If not, they might tell a few friends and no longer do business there. In the modern world, this scenario has changed. A customer might go to an online page established by the company to address an issue. If the site is well designed, the user may get satisfaction without further delay. If the issue cannot be addressed, the solution may be elusive. The old customer service department may no longer exist, or may not be empowered to address the issue. Again, if the customer is happy with the outcome, that's the end of the story. If dissatisfied, the user is likely to go to one or more social media sites and register their unhappiness. Think about Yelp. In this case, many other customers may be influenced by the negative rating, justified or not. It is said that a happy customer tells one person, while an unhappy customer tells 10. This is amplified through the power of social media. Here we look at a video showing the impact of social media on a business, specifically United Airlines. Take a look at the video shown here. Return to the slide deck once the video ends. So, interesting video. The musician had a guitar damaged as baggage on a United Airlines flight. According to the musician, United did not appropriately compensate him, and the result was a dissatisfied customer who shared his concern via social media. Now look at a subsequent video discussing United's response to the first video. Do you think that this was an appropriate response? These videos have over 20 million views. All of this negative press costs the creator little, but is believed to have cost United hundreds of thousands of dollars in ticket sales. Return to the slide deck once the video ends. Here's the third video in the series. You can see the continued impact on United Airlines customer perception. Take a look at the video and return to the slide deck once the video ends. So you've just seen in those three videos the negative side of social media. One disgruntled customer turned into millions of views. Ultimately, United took care of the customer, as you saw, but not after a lot of negative publicity. What should your company do about social media? In this example, Taylor Guitars, the manufacturer of the guitar that was damaged, leveraged that notoriety and created the following video. Return to the slide deck once the video ends. The video not only offers the company's services, but also provides some useful information. Taylor Guitars comes off as a company who really supports their customers. Companies need to be proactive to leverage social media and protect themselves at the same time. One common approach is the creation of a social media awareness and response team. Many companies are new to this technology. First, they need to define the need and get buy-in. The employee team has to have a fully defined role with policies set as to who handles social media content. The team needs to have the appropriate tools to establish the company's presence out in the appropriate social media services. They also need the tools to monitor a wide variety of social media sites to professionally engage users and respond appropriately. This is often a new experience for a company. They have to adapt to the fluidity of the social media world. Ultimately, you want to look like Taylor Guitars, not United Airlines. This wraps up our discussion on social media. We have only touched upon the surface of this complex and ever-changing environment. Take a look at the information available from a number of resources, including the social media content of Wikipedia. Next, we will discuss the sharing economy and collaborative consumption.